So my sister asked me that because I have been living in Paris for the last 2 years, about 100 feet from the Eiffel Tower, and she's like, "Hey, you have this great job and you work at a really cool company and you're eating cheese and drinking wine all the time, and why would you leave?" Um, and I told her, I was trying to come up with an analogy, and I said, well, it's kind of like I'm on this big aircraft carrier, and I have a relatively big business in Europe, several hundred people working for me. But at the end of the day, I have a sail, and I'm sitting on the aircraft carrier, and I'm trying to turn the aircraft carrier. And, it turns little tiny bits every month, but I can't really feel the impact, right? I know I'm having a big impact on this big ship, and it is slowly turning, but boy, I don't get that feedback. I don't get the reaction, the sort of fun of feeling excited about the impact and seeing it that I used to. And I'm going to go to a startup, and having now been consulting with these guys for a few weeks and officially going on board in another few weeks, I have to say I still have a sail, but now I'm riding a skateboard, and it's really scary because you're constantly changing, and you may go 90 degrees one way and 90 degrees the other, and you can really feel the change. You do one thing, and the skateboard totally moves. And I miss that feedback loop and the excitement that comes with it. Frankly, I almost feel like I have to unlearn skills because I have a lot of big company skills that are actually really bad for startups. So we were talking about the fact that we haven't announced yet that I'm coming on board. Well, I was sort of sitting around going, well, when's somebody going to announce it? And I went, oh yeah, that's me. There's no PR department, right? So I'm actually unlearning a lot of skills that I had to learn as eBay got bigger. But skills I've learned. So community management, I think, is a topic I could spend hours and hours and hours talking about with people. It really is a unique skill. I think my knowledge of sort of globalization, where we've opened an offshore, last week we opened an offshore development center in Eastern Europe because I know people there, and we're going to build out an engineering team there. And we're already in a bunch of languages, and we're going to enable this site to quickly be global. So I think I've learned a lot about globalization and how to do it. I've learned a lot about community management. I've learned a fair amount about how the internet works, and a little bit about marketing along the way. I'd say the eBay brand has sort of become a decent one, although clearly not, a Mercedes quite yet, but we're trying.